Happy Sunday, my bro. Hope you can hear me today. So hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, just type something on the comment section. Welcome everyone. Please, as you are joining, just tell us where you are joining us from. Your name and where you are joining us from, please. Welcome everyone. Just tell me your name and where you are joining us from. Let's give them some time so they can join us. Hope everyone can hear me clearly. Your name and where you are joining us from. Welcome everyone. Your name and where you are joining us from. Young idea. Welcome. Please. Just tell us your name and where you are joining us from. All right, welcome, H. Hope everyone can hear me clearly. Your name and where you are joining us from. Welcome, everyone. Your name and where you are joining us from. Okay, Young from Plateau. Welcome, Young. Welcome, everyone. Um, so you people know that we have a guest tonight. Rocky, where are you joining us from? Welcome, Rocky, Kogi State. Um, all right, let's get to business. I want more people to join before we kick off. So, welcome on board. So, how far? How has it been? The classes and everything. How has it been for you guys? Hope you are gaining something. Hope you learned something and hope you've been practicing. All right, Rocky. No, Allah, Rocky. The videos is on the YouTube here. You can always go over it. All right, yeah, you're welcome. So let's go over what we did yesterday. Hope everyone can see my screen very clear. Okay, so yesterday we analyzed VIX 10. We analyzed VIX 10. This was our analysis on 30 minutes time frame. Some people cut it. If you check our yesterday video on YouTube here, you see the analysis. So this was the setup following our normal pattern break here. So from here. This is a strong, very powerful trade. Just four lot size on VIX 10 will give you $1,000. So, so like I said, this is our pattern. In case you missed yesterday class, you can go over it and learn what we did because this is what you need to make money. Meanwhile, in a short while, we'll be welcoming our guests for tonight. Yeah, better. Just go over it. You understand better. Um, so so how far? How has it been? Everyone here that's been trading the pattern. Someone used this thing. Someone traded this thing yesterday. I shared on the channel and the group chat. So before then, I would like to welcome our guest today. I would like to welcome our guest today in the person of Seun. His name is the Synthetic President. I don't know if any of you know him. If any of you know him, just can you indicate if any of you knows him? All right, let me add him to. Let's welcome him right now. So, welcome, Synthetic President. It's a privilege to be in your presence once again today to tap from your glory.
All right, so good morning. I said, pardon me, please. Good evening, everyone. I trust you guys can hear me. I don't know if my mic is clear enough. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear you, boss. Can hear you.
All right, so good evening, everyone. I trust we all are doing great. It's a privilege to be here with you guys. I want to appreciate my brother, my friend Kelvin. We call him the synthetic king. Thank you for this opportunity to be here with your people. I believe it's going to be a long night and very, very interesting one at that. So yeah, you all should get ready for knowledge, impact, and let's just enjoy the flow of this evening. And yeah, that'll be all for now from me.
Precisely there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
You can go ahead. I'm done speaking.
So, like I said, President will be sharing with us some tips today, and we'll be analyzing the chat with him. You get so President, over to you.
Okay. Let me just be sure. Let me get my network and everything in check. Network and everything check. All right. So once again, good evening, everyone. I don't know from my end. I can't really see the comments, so I might not really be able to see you guys' questions. Um, okay. I'm seeing the comments now. All right. Okay. Um. Okay. So let's have it. So I was told by the CEO of Orchid Capital, Mr. Kelvin. He told me to just pour out my mind, my heart with you all, and um, I should just feel like I'm speaking to my own community. So yeah, sure, we're going to do just that. So basically, first of all, I'm going to do um just few chat works, just a few chat works. Let me just take you guys to my world, my own world, and how we do it in my space. Then I think towards the end, then I'll just share a few thoughts with you guys, and we'll just enjoy the evening. So by all means, as I continue in the chat analysis, if by any means you have any question, you have something to say, you want my advice on something, please just pen it down. And once we are in the I believe, Kelvin, there will be a period for questions, right? So I guess
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
all right, so when we get to that point, then you guys can ask your questions and we'll just take it from there. So quickly, let me try sharing my screen. Let me try sharing my screen. A minute. Okay. Um, so by the way, if you are on this session right now and you want others to get inspired, you have a friend out there that's giving up, in trading, you have a friend that's not really getting his game right. This is the best time to share the link with he or she, because once we start going
Actually,
into the chart analysis, and who knows, we might just cook up a signal right now. We might just come up with a signal right now. So it's not too early to make money for the week. This is Sunday. You can make money that can make you rest throughout the week. So share the link to your WhatsApp status, share the link on your Instagram, share the link to your friends, and let them join us. Once we get into the questions Q&A segment, you guys will hear a lot and deep insights about trading as a whole, and I promise you that. So yeah, do just that. Try sharing the link with as many people as possible. All right, so let's go straight into the chat. um okay, so can you guys, can I add this to stage?
all right. Let me do that. Done.
Perfect. So I believe you all can see my screen. I believe you all can see my screen perfectly. I believe you all can see my screen. All right. So yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday slash today, I took a trade on volatility 100. I took a trade on volatility 100, and you guys will not even believe what's happening right now. Volatility 100 at my own end. You guys will not. I wish I had maybe I had a I had access to you guys' community. I would have sent in a screenshot, but nevertheless, let me just show you guys what really happened and why I'm currently milking volatility 100, volatility 100 index. Easy peasy, easy peasy. So let me put this up. Let's see. Wow. All right, so this is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. I don't know. Is everyone with me? If you are with me
Yeah,
and you're
we're with you.
following, just type on the comment section, I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm about to start the main deal. I need to know you guys are with me. Let me see 10 comments saying I'm with you. I'm about to go into the main deal. We're not doing so much today, just few words, just few insights, and you'll be good to go. Just type I'm with you, I'm with you. Okay, I see Young's ideas has sent his own. Merrymakers, you guys can do better. Send in your comments. All right. So as you guys are doing that, let me continue with what I was saying. Now, I this how let me just take you through my thought process on how I trade. Kelvin, permission to bring in my insight and my strategies. Oh. I hope it does not conflict with what you've been teaching
You are
me.
free. You are free. You are free to do everything. You are free to. This is your show now. You are free to do anything you want to do.
Okay, okay. All right. So this is the daily time frame, as we all know, and I basically trade top down with a sprinkle of SMC to it. So pure price action, no too much drama, no too much talks. Now, what we have right here is now, by the way, for I don't know, for people that have known me personally, I've been in in my community, I predicted the buy of volatility 100 from this very level sometime last year, November, towards ending of October. I predicted this buy is happening here. I predicted this buy all the way to the upside, and true to it, it did just as we said. And right now, I'm also predicting it back to the downside. I mean, this is not rocket science. This is clear. Now, if you start off your analysis, you start off your analysis with what? With your daily time frame. Some people start up daily time frame, some people 4 hours, some people weekly, depending on the kind of trader you are. But for me, most times, especially when it's the beginning of the week, I start my analysis from the daily time frame to plot and understand what will most likely happen throughout the week to give me a certain level of focus and mindset towards that particular index I'm trading. Now, if you look at this closely, let's just mark this out. We had this low right here. We have these high words up here. First things first, we've gotten our highs and our lows. Now, if you look at this clearly, Volatility 100 index has bought into its previous high. I mean, now I'm talking about this should be the all-time high. This should be the all-time high on Volatility 100 index, and it has bought into it. Now, at this very point, now look, if you notice where I put this line, I didn't put it here, even though on my previous charts I had lines like this. I had something like this. So peradventure price comes in between this level. I know that probably it's just coming here because of this week. But however, let me take this out. Now, since I know price has gotten to this high, what am I looking for? Definitely, I'm looking for price to push towards the downside. It's more so I'm not saying price is going to push all the way down and clear out this place. It can happen. It might happen. It could maybe. It could maybe that's what's going to happen. However, I don't even that's what I'm so particular about. All I'm particular about is reaction. Now, if you guys know the story of this guy, now what's his name? Is it FX Allergy? This guy last year that did $100 to $1 million. What that guy was trading basically was support and resistance. He waits for price to get to a resistance level, he shorts. He waits for price to get to support level, he buys. That is all he was doing. Definitely with a sprinkle of other confirmations. Now, price gets to this level, at the back of my mind, I know definitely we're going to have a bearish reaction because this level is not a level to joke with. In Yoruba will say, when you want to, you say, like I can say, Presido is not a small person. Now, this high you are seeing here is not a small thing. Whatever happened at this level that was able to push price all the way downward, most likely you don't think that price will get to this place and neglect it like it doesn't exist. This is a big boy. In fact, if it's in the hierarchy of charts, then this guy has a chieftaincy title. This guy has a chieftaincy title. Whatever made this guy to have the audacity and power to push market all the way down for only God knows how many weeks. You don't expect that when price comes back here again, it's just going to do something like this and just tear it and be going up. No, if at all price will still break above this level, if at all that will happen, not now. Definitely there has to be a reaction, and that is what I was interested in trading. So having said that on daily time frame, that was my view on the daily time frame. What next did I do? We went out for our time, the 4 hour time frame to probably find a structure that will align with my thought process of taking a sell. Um, I went out the 4 hour time frame to probably just look for something that will give me the what do I call it now? The confirmation that this is going to be massive. So now, for you guys that know candlestick formation, candlestick patterns, if you know about candlestick formation and candlestick patterns at any level, you should know that when price gets to a resistance level, when you see if the easiest candlestick formation to use and know that this level is going to be respected is an engulfing candle. Now, if you see an engulfing candle shooting up from a support level, Now we're talking about bullish engulfing. If we see the one coming from resistance level, which we're talking about a bearish engulfing, definitely for you to see a bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing on a 4 hour time frame. I'm not talking about 5 minutes time frame engulfing. No. For a 4 hour candle to be a proper engulfing candle, then know that we are about to go for what? A long run. We are about to go for what? A beautiful long run. I don't know if you guys are with me, if everyone can hear me very well. Let me know. Let me know. People are following me. All right. All right. Okay. So back to what I was saying. Now, with this candle we had here, this bearish engulfing candle, this particular candle, I believe you all can see this. I already knew that. Okay, fine. This candle has given us what? This candle, this particular candle, this bearish engulfing candle has given me what I'm looking for because it has clearly shown that the bears are in this market. Clearly. So after seeing this 4 hour bearish engulfing candle, all I was waiting for is something more of a structure because I won't say because I've seen an engulfing candle right here, I'll not jump in for myself. Bearish engulfing has come. Let me just take my sales. No, you wait for proper confirmation because I believe in taking lesser risk to maximize profit. Kelvin here knows me quite well. My kind of trades are trades that I'm happy when I take trades and somebody says this is a lie, this is fake. I know I'm doing something. You know, when you take the kind of trade that people will look at you and say this guy is a scam, is fake. Those are kind of trades I'm interested in. When you're able to reach so little, and I mean so little, to maximize lots of profit, that's what I'm interested in. So entries are one of my priorities when it comes to my trading as a whole. Now, because of this bearish engulfing, I'll not say I've seen a bearish engulfing, so therefore I can just enter a sell and take it all the way downward. Now, if I'm to take what a self after this bearish engulfing, what does it mean? My stop loss is going to be what above this level, and this is volatility 100 index for God's sake. If you try it, if you put volatility 100 index minimum loss size 0.15, only God knows how much you're risking from here to here. So what I'm looking for is a perfect place to enter, minimize my risks, maximize my profit. So I waited. You need to get the waiting game when it comes to trading. Your waiting game needs to be very strong. However, having said all of that, what next? We'll go down to a 1 hour time frame to find a good level to enter from, most likely. So how did I get that level of entry on the 1 hour time frame? Just a minute so my chat can load. All right, perfect, perfect. I want to be sure you guys can follow. Okay, I believe you guys are following. You know, at times this network can be crazy. We're in Nigeria. You might just think you're talking to people and you don't know that the network has gone off completely. So that's why I pause from time to time to be sure you all are following me. All right, so back to what I was saying. Now we are what on the 1 hour time frame. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Remember, this whole drop was a 4 hour time frame I was looking at, right? That I said I can't take a trade from. Now, price what gave us a retracement leg, and what dropped. After this drop, now we have what? This is A to B, B to C, and then C to D. With these legs that price has given, I am now more certain that this is going to be a sell trade, that we are going downward. I am more certain because price has started giving us what? A bearish trend confirmation. In a bearish trend, price should be talking about what? Lows. And price have started doing that. It gave us a high, gave us a low, gave us a lower high, and then gave us a lower low. Now, I knew very well for sure when this price had come back over that two things are involved. It's either price sells off from this place or comes back into this other block here. Now, trading is in probabilities. Let no one deceive you. Trading is informed gambling in the sense that why you can't directly look at trading and call it gambling is because whatever. So why we analyze is for the probability to be more in our favor. Because for a good trade, for you to call a trade or a setup a good setup, you should have it about 60-70% to your favor. That is going to go in your favor, and then remaining 30 or 40% to the market. That market price can do whatever it chooses to do. Now, I knew that if price gets into this zone, I'm either going to sell from here or sell from here. I'm either going to what? sell from here or sell from here. Now, I was almost more certain about selling from this place, and that's why I didn't even take much risk here. It pained me. It pained me because I'll show you why it pained me actually. Remember, I was there for a daily time frame. We entered the 4 hour time frame, and now we're on the 1 hour time frame. Now, let me take out this line and draw this. We have this what we have a fair value gap between these two levels from here to here. If I use my rotated rectangle from here to here, now I'm so sorry, guys. I just hope you guys, I won't confuse you guys so much. But then, however, I just be on screen. This is how I do my things. Now, between this place, we have a fair value gap. And a good order block, order block has to have a fair value gap prior to price getting into the order block. You see this level I marked out. So when I saw this fair value gap, and then I'm seeing the fair value gap close to this what order block right here on the 1 hour time frame. Closer to the 1 hour time frame, I was like, okay, this might also hold because we have a fair value gap prior to the order block. However, I was not interested in taking my trade from the 1 hour time frame because I actually wanted gambling with $100, not gambling now. I don't know why lately I've been using this word gambling. I actually wanted playing around with $100, close to I think about it's not about $100, but it's something dollar, and I was I was willing to risk the $1 on this particular trade. So I was looking for the best level to enter from, the perfect level to enter from that will accommodate my 80 something dollar and give me good money. So what then did I do? We then went out toward the 15 minutes time frame. Now this is what I call top down analysis. You keep on scaling downwards. You keep on scaling downward. Now, I moved over to the 15 minutes time frame to get the perfect point I would want to take myself from. So you see, trading is a mindset. You trade based on. I tell people when I'm trading, when I'm teaching in my private classes and all of that, that look at trading like a novel. Like when you're in school and then they tell you go and read a novel, we're going to come to class and discuss it. You are going to take trading personally. You look at it like you're trying to understand a woman. You know how difficult it is to understand women. You have to calm down and take your time gradually to understand what they want and what they don't want. Now, price then was tapped into the zone. Price tapped into the zone. And look at the structure that was formed here. If I'm to go down to a 5 minutes, which I don't want to indulge you guys in because for professional sakes, I don't really like teaching people how to take trades from 5 minutes to 1 minute. I do that, especially if I want to do all those miracle kind of trades where you want to maybe flip $10 or $5 or whatever. Then most times I can scale down to a 5 minutes or 1 hour. However, for the sake of this class, we'll stick to a 15 minutes time frame. Now we had this level here taken out. We had this level here taken out. Sorry, please. And then we also had this level here was taken out. So best believe I already knew that price was going to come back to this place. Now, this is where the thing now gets more juicy. When price first starts to this place, I just tell people, do not be the first person to throw your stone. Do not be the first one to throw your stone. Your stone should not be the one that will scatter the animals. Your own stone should be the one that will target a particular animal when they have scattered. After the first person has thrown his stone and the whole pack has scattered, you look for the animal that is vulnerable, the one that you see cannot run very well, and you throw your stone. Now, this is a parable. Why am I saying that? When price got to this place and had the first drop, I wasn't so certain about it. Remember now, I don't usually look for all these confirmations when I'm taking a trade. If I'm trading bigger accounts, investors accounts, I don't wait for so much confirmations. When I want to flip an account or take a trade, any equity less than $100 or $100 on the dot that I'm trying to flip, I look for good confirmation before taking the trade. So I waited for price to what drop a bit. Now I was looking for price to just come back into this zone to give me some level of confirmation that okay, truly this zone is not as far I'm second guessing. This zone is going to sell off. So when price came back into the zone and gave me this candle, please, you see this particular candle, that dropped off from this zone. This was where I took my entry from, stop loss above this level. Because for price to drop, for price to come back, and for price to come back into the zone again, and it's clearly giving signs of rejection. I mean, why not? If not, let's put our money into it. So my entry was somewhere like so, if I'm not mistaken. I had it here My stop loss was slightly above, like so. And initially, truth be told, I was targeting this low. However, I'm still holding this trade. If I'm to be honest. So what will happen is I'm going to send a screenshot to Kelvin. If possible, probably you can post it. You can send it to the group if he wants to.
Presido,
But
sorry, sorry for Presido, sorry for
yes,
interrupting. Eh?
yes,
You know, funny enough, this trade
sure.
now, we analyzed it yesterday. This 600.
Really?
Exactly, we analyzed it yesterday. It's on that previous YouTube video. I wish they can go and check it. We analyzed this thing exactly
So,
like this. That's what I told them. This is what I told them yesterday. We analyzed it. And someone
so
even
on
caught
the
itself. I even posted it on the group. This week's
now
100.
that's massive.
So sorry for
Okay, so
interrupting. Continue.
no, that's fine. So currently on the $81, we are doing about $200. Now that's a perfect flip. As I screenshotted it right now, we're on $200 exactly. So let me quickly do something. Let me quickly do something for you guys. I just want you guys to know the power of top-down analysis and how you can also do this. I've not done any magic here. I have not done any magic here. If we are to be sincere with ourselves, all I've just done is following the trend, following what price is telling me at a particular time, following what price is telling me at a particular time. So to get my trade entries, please, you guys just spare me 1 minute. Let me quickly do something. Just 1 minute. And quickly do something. So that's all I have been doing. Just showing you guys my thought process was now. This was my take profit. This was my take profit. However, let me explain something to you guys now. So you guys to say, Presido, don't you stick to your risk to reward, don't you stick to your rules? Why didn't you close out? Let me explain. So there's one thing to enter a trade, there's one thing to manage the trade, and there's one thing to know when to exit the trade. Three very important things to do when taking a trade. Now I've entered the trade and it's playing out well. All right. Now, after taking a trade on 15 minutes time frame, now we're already on this trade. I would not cut. I tell people that some people cut their destiny short in the name of keeping to risk reward. So okay, there's some things I'll say now that will violate mentorship guidelines. Sometimes I sound like a thuggish mentor, but then at times I say it's not good to follow the book or her. Now imagine I close out this trade somewhere here because of risk reward, and look what price is still doing. Look what price is still doing. But I closed out here, just targeting 1:3. So I've hit my taper for the day. I'm going to sleep. No, I will not do that, because now, mind you, this money had nothing to do with my emotions, and I was ready to lose this particular font on this trade. So the dynamics are different. Now, when I started looking at this trade, let me show you guys something. Let me just show you guys something very briefly, very briefly. I think I've spoken quite a lot. Now, I saw that price will still continue downward, but price had to cover up this gap that was formed there. Price was good to cover up this gap that was formed there. You see this gap we have here. Now, some things I'm showing you, it's not as if you see them clearly if you are to analyze on your own, but then just so I knew that there was a fair value gap here, price needed to cover, and price was definitely going to come back around this zone and also take close out towards this gap. I seen this gap here, this gap between these two 15 minutes candle. This candle we came to cover it. I immediately this week covered it and price dropped back into the zone. I knew that this sell was going to continue and there was nothing that was going to happen. And what? Price kept on dropping. And trust me, with this $81 I'm risking on this, probably targeting $500. By the time price gets somewhere around here, somewhere around here, somewhere around there. Hopefully that happens by tomorrow evening. So imagine taking $81 to $500. You don't need to be in and out of the market every time. Press buy, press it, press buy, press it. Look for that perfect trade setup. There's no perfect trade setup, but look at that trade setup that is going to give you good risk to reward. Leverage on it and you'll be good to go. So I'm not going to say much there. I had about two other charts to discuss to you guys and explain you guys my thought process. But seemingly time has gone and I won't want to waste you guys' time. So we have a bit of room for questions and answers. So that's just my take on, and this is my thought process when I start analyzing trades or when I analyze trades. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this. Yeah, thank you very much. Over to you, Kelvin.
All right, thank you so much, Presido. I guess people have questions for Presido because most of you are new to this, and most of you may be wondering what will
Kevin,
be the trade.
I think probably you could help me. I don't know, maybe from your laptop, show them the trade I'm talking about. Probably if you can just show your screen to
Okay.
your camera or stuff like that.
Um. Hi, how do I do it now? Okay.
So you could make yourself the main. So let me just take down the screen. Take down my screen that I'm sharing. Okay, let me just stop sharing. Okay, so this will be bolder. So you should just show your phone to your camera.
Okay. So see what we are talking about here. I'm coming. I just wish people can see it. Can see the trade running $200. Can people see it? $200. Ah, I'll just my camera is clear now.
Yes, now I can see clear from my own end too. That's $81 to $200.
Okay. Yeah. So see that's what he was talking about. So I guess people have a lot of questions for Seun today. So just throw your questions, any amount of it, throw all of them for him today. He has your time. Just throw
Right,
anyone you have.
right. So let's make it so snappy. If you have questions, start dropping in the comment section. I think once it's like 7:50, probably questions won't come in anymore. So do I wait for all the questions to come in, or I can start answering them as we are seeing them?
Okay, just be answering them as you're seeing them.
Because I think you just said the questions, and once I see them on the screen, I'll just read
Okay,
and
so
respond.
see the first one here.
Okay, so I think I can see from Mary Makers. They say, "What is that thing you must see before entering into a trade?" So there's no. I usually tell you there's no one size fits all. Like if you see this thing, sharply enter this trade. there's no, there's no rule that this is what you have to see. However, depending on the strategy you trade and depending on your approach toward the market, right? Like how I analyze this trade now. If you see me on another day analyzing a trade, I will analyze it completely different, in a completely different manner and different way. Now, when you're taking a trade, it should align with your thought process coming from the higher time frame. I just tell people that you cannot be looking for sales on a lower time frame when your higher time frame is telling you to buy. Look for liquidity. One of the things you have to see or you should be conscious about when taking a trade, liquidity levels. So you don't end up being the liquidity. If you're not able to spot liquidity well, most times price or market will use it as the liquidity for other people that know how to be the liquidity. I usually make a comment or I joke about it on my on the mentorship group where I mentor my students. I tell them that if you guys are not careful, your liquidity, you will be my own liquidity. So that your stop loss that you are putting wrongly is what I use and eat shawarma and pizza with a bit of ice cream. So by all means, one of the major things for whatever strategy you are trading, be it SMC, ICT, price action, name your strategy, be whatever your strategy, whatever strategy you are using, be conscious about liquidity levels. Very, very important. All right. So I think we can take another question quickly.
Okay. No need to focus on liquidity. I should trade DZSZ with FVD. I don't understand this question. Please, can you
Okay, so
rephrase it? Let's
Young's
understand it.
Young's idea says no need to focus on liquidity, right? I should focus on I get this demand zone and supply zone with fair value gap. No,
Okay. All right.
so no need to focus on liquidity. I just said right now that you should focus on liquidity. If you don't pay attention to liquidity, you will be my liquidity. And you be liquidity to a lot of people out there that know how to get liquidity. So you should not just only focus on demand zones and supply zones with fair value gap. Also be conscious about liquidity levels. All right. So the next question, please. Okay, so I can see okay, Chiagoze says, what strategy do you trade Presido? I kind of trade structure, but I don't really merge imbalance to it. So as I said, I trade what the market is giving me. I trade pure price action. I look at what the price is saying, and I what, and I work with that. Very simple. Now you said what strategy do you trade? Kind of trade, but I don't really merge imbalance to it. Merging imbalance. What is imbalance basically? Imbalance are points in the market that maybe price needs to fill or stuff like that, like the fair value gap that we're talking about. Fair value gap we're talking about. Now you can spot that anywhere. I just tell you that synthetic is one of the easiest thing to trade though. Synthetic is pure price action. Synthetic is what you are looking at. It's in front of you like this. You just have to be conscious about it. You can merge. Now, let me tell you something. Let me just give you guys a very quick story about my trading journey. I When I started trading, I didn't have a mentor. YouTube was my mentor. So I learned from everybody you can think of, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. Once I go on YouTube and I see your video and your what do they call that thing now? The picture that you guys put on top a video when you want to post. What's the name of that stuff now? Once it looks fine and captivating, I'm watching your video. It's
Thumbnail.
like talk rubbish. Thumbnail, thank you very much. Thumbnail. I'm watching your video. So I learned a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of ugly. Now when I started trading and I was able to filter the stuff that didn't really matter, what I said is that I can you so most times people ask me that Presido, what do you trade actually? And honestly, I don't know. Probably I'll just say I trade a Presido strategy. Because some days I feel perhaps I use different approaches to approach the market. Some days you can hear me talk about SMC when I talk about like stuff like break of structure, change of character, bringing imbalance, favor gaps into it. Sometimes the only thing you hear me talk about is support and resistance. So it depends. It depends. It depends on what the price or what market is giving me at that particular point in time. So yeah, you can merge imbalance to it, depending on your strategy and depending on what you already know how to trade. I think we can take one or two more questions. Okay, so Blessing Gift says, how do you spot liquidity? Now, liquidity rests liquidity. You can spot liquidity at highs and lows. Liquidity rests above highs and below lows. You see, most times when price comes to a certain high level, and you see that price goes slightly above that resistance level, and then later on comes back into the zone and then starts going in your favor. What price want to do above that level is to grab liquidity. Grabbing liquidity means taking stop losses. By the time price takes out stop losses of people that didn't know how to properly set their stop loss, maybe they are not conscious about the power of liquidity, then price now use their own money to pay the others that are ready to be in the market full time and then sales of them. So the easiest to spot liquidity, you can spot liquidity at highs and lows. Spot liquidity at higher major highs and major lows, right? I think we can take one last question before um
All right, that's all. There's no question again on the comment section.
and I think I'm
So
seeing one from Okike Chiagoze. It says, and is it possible for price to range after an engulfing candle is formed? Yes, very, very possible. Price can range after an engulfing candle is formed. All you need to do is just most times you need to be patient if you believe your setup. Like I think 4 days ago, I was on one trade, price kept on ranging, and I was almost giving up. And do you know the last hour that I said if this thing ranges again, I'm going to leave this trade? The market just bought up, and I thank God I didn't leave. I would have been super, super pained if price eventually moved in my direction when I jumped out of the trade. So yes, price can range after an engulfing candle is from, especially if it has not gotten enough liquidity to move at that point in time. So yeah, that's that. So thank you very much, guys, for your time. I really appreciate it. So over to you, Kelvin.
all right, thank you so much, Presido. Thank you for your time today. Thank
Thank you
you.
very
I
much for having
guess
me.
you could learn something today. So if you learned something from Presido in this class, can you just drop one on the chat? So nice one, nice one. Praise do, they have questions, so I just dey see some questions for here. Now one
I
key
think
praise do.
our time is already getting fast spent. I have a few stuff to attend to. But however, let's if there are no long questions, let's see if we can take maybe one or two more and we'll just call it a day.
Okay, let's see this. At what time frame do you spot liquidity?
Okay, so Blessing Gift says at which time frame do you spot liquidity? Okay. So time frame at which time frame do you spot liquidity? Liquidity, as I said, liquidity can be spotted on any time frame if you look at the highs and lows. However, doing anything on the higher time frame is more valid than lower time frame. Getting your liquidity on the higher time frame, getting structure on the higher time frame, getting your trend bias on the higher time frame is more valid than anything do on the lower time frame. So you can choose to use the lower time frame, but if you want it to be very valid and concrete, by all means use anything from the 1 hour time frame to a 4 hour time frame to be on the safer side. All right. Is there any other question? Can we take one last one? Ikena Emmanuel says, "What about other candle patterns, or must it be an engulfing candle?" So I'll not take you on candle. I'll not take you on candlestick classes today. Well, if you need to get the candlestick Bible and read the candlestick Bible is a PDF. I believe all traders should be conversant with. So get the candlestick Bible and go through it. You're going to see reversal candlestick formations, right? You're going to see candlestick formations that you should be aware of in a bullish market and a bearish market. That way, yes, it's not only bullish engulfing candle. There are so many other candlestick formations you can get at reversal patterns for you to be sure about a trade movement. Yes, so thank you very much. I think Kevin, we can round up right away.
All right. So thank you guys for today. Thank you for showing up. Remember, these videos will still be on YouTube here, so you can go through all of them every now and then. This is enough for you to start making money. Like I told you, the list of your problems in this game will be technical analysis. It's psychological. It's emotions that will hurt you in this game. I'm telling you the truth. So if you can able to deal with your emotions and all that, you understand. The thing is that you need to be disciplined. That's one thing. Trade is not for we don't sell pepper here, so you must be strong-willed. You get me? You must have heart before you do this business. You understand? So that's just it. That's it. So someone say, how do you deal with emotions? The thing is, yeah, is having a trading plan. That's just it, and sticking to it. That's the main thing. You get me? So with that, we'll call it a day. So thank you everyone for showing up. You people can always okay, this guy said, for example, you are still holding that VIX 100 trade. Why someone else can't even hold your TP? Okay, the
I think
thing,
Kevin, what we can
yeah,
do here, I think these questions will keep
yeah.
on rolling in. What we can do is we can have a maybe we can schedule an Instagram live session where all we'll be doing is just answering
All
questions on
right,
psychology, emotions, and all of that. So it's something we can work on and probably do a good policy for it. So a lot of people that have such questions regarding emotion, psychology, and how to go about stuff can just come on the live and ask such questions and we're able to answer. I think that will make loads of sense because if I
all
have to go
right.
into
So,
this, they're very juicy questions I would love to answer, but then I guess my time is fast spent right now, so I
all
won't
right,
want
all right,
us
all
to
right.
go that way.
I'll contact my graphic designer to do that immediately. Then we'll fix a date and we are there. So we'll have an Instagram live. I'll always update you guys on the group. So with that, we'll call it a day. So see you guys. Thank you guys for showing up today. You can always go back. You see, your success in trading depends on you. You get? It's left for you to spend the time and practice what you've learned. So that's it. So good night, everyone. Thank you.
All right, so just to go live, guys, and see you all next time. I remain Shona G, the synthetic president. Bye for now.
Bye.